I'm John. I want to thank everyone who's seen my other ravioli videos, particularly my first one with 12,000 hits. Thank you very much. I'm going to continue and show you different methods for making your own ravioli. I've already explained using a ravioli rolling pin called a checkered rolling pin, and my other video shows you how to use a ravioli plate to make ravioli. But this time I'm going to show you how to use what is called the ravioli attachment. A lot of different companies make some different version of this. It essentially goes on the front of a hand crank pasta machine, and you put the noodle in it, fill it with stuffing, and literally crank out the made ravioli off the other end. This, here it goes. This is a particularly fun gizmo. As you can see, while I'm turning it, this is where the stuffing will go. So as it goes against the inside roller, it will form them, and the little zigzags will help cut the pasta. Although I still like using my rolling pin better. So I'm going to show you how to use this particular attachment. The noodle that my pasta machine makes is actually a little bit wider than this attachment, but it came with its own cutter. So I already pre-cut this noodle to the size that will fit. You can use two separate sheets of ravioli noodle. I like to use just one big one and find the middle, which I did. So I'm going to put the middle of this noodle into the catch part of this machine. Here we go. Now there's different versions of this. One of my students had one with a little plastic hopper that fit in, and she said I couldn't get it to work. Well, you had to take the plastic hopper out, put the noodle in, and put the hopper over it. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This is a very dry noodle, and this is very wet pasta. Very wet pasta filling, and it's the wet filling that's going to seal the edges of the ravioli together. However, my word of warning is don't put more filling in than you have noodle. You can always add more as you go along, but if you have more filling and you run out of noodle, it's just going to gooey up your machine. So for the moment I'm going to do this just so you can see it start. Here we go. So I'm just cranking this along. Just about made it too. Yeah. Take the extra out. So here are the ravioli. It does zigzag them, pulling off the extra edge here. If your particular one doesn't make nice clean cuts, this one's not bad. There's also what we call a rotella, ye old pastry tool. You can just run them right along. All those perforations. Where it pressed the pasta together, yes, it is sealed, and it will stay closed. Sometimes my students don't believe me when I say that. So, while I was talking to you, I just made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I made almost 2 dozen little ravioli. And I'm going to put them here to dry. As I say, there are different companies making different attachments. One of my students had one that made 3 ravioli across. I don't particularly know what company that was. These are small ravioli. If you like big ravioli, you probably should get a pasta plate. So I'm just putting them on a little cornmeal right now so that they do dry. You can cook these probably in about half an hour or so. You do want pasta like this to at least feel like leather before you dump it in boiling water. And they will also puff up in size. So this is ravioli made with a mechanical ravioli attachment. I tend to like my other methods a little bit better because I tend to make lots of ravioli and I'm usually alone. But these are just as fine. They came out very, very well. I hope you enjoy my other videos, and I hope you enjoy making your own ravioli. Stuffed pasta is a lot of fun. Ciao. Mangia!